Rogue Witch from Broom Book and Candle. Welcome to my channel. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please hit the little red subscribe button and you'll get more videos from me. So, 2 videos in 1 week. I clearly have something to say. YouTube always suffers when I am very busy. It is always my last priority in the world. But apparently, I have something to say today. If I am on here again this week. If you have not already watched my previous video this week, which is the unboxing of the Sola Busca Tarot deck, which is fabulous, by the way. I'm loving it. If you have not watched that video, go check it out. It's a fabulous deck. I'm loving it. I have been checking it out this week. I actually made a poll on my channel, on my Facebook, Morning Magic, and sort of made a general poll for everybody this week. I did. Anyway, that's not what this is about. This video is going to be ranty, so keep that in mind. I might curse a lot. So what am I talking about today? In the video, the previous video, I mentioned how I joined a health plan about 15 weeks ago and I've lost 32 pounds. I took control of the out of control menopause, the dreaded menopause, right? Took control and winning. Good for me, right? Well, you would think good for me. I also am a health coach of this health plan. I've become a coach. And in my business, I am a herbalist and Reiki practitioner, sound therapist. This is another service that I offer, which is now weight loss. Because a lot of times when people come in for herbal, an herbal consult, really the first thing they need to do is change their diet. And I can now help them do that. So, yes, it's part of my business. Yes, I talk about it on Facebook. Yes, on my business page. But yes, I'm proud of the fact that I took control of this craziness. I feel good. I have much less pain in my body. I took the inflammation out of my body. I have terrible arthritis in my neck and 2 awful shoulders. And about 3 weeks into the plan, I'm like, wow, I have no pain in my shoulders, pain in my hips. I have muscular dystrophy and I have lots of hardware in my feet, screws and fusions, and it's just a much better position for me to be in. Going up and down stairs doesn't hurt so much anymore. So you would think that folks would be supportive of this. No, they're not. And it's fucking ridiculous, right? I find it remarkable that people are not supportive. My girlfriend is on plan with me, and I have started a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, because this is nobody else's business but theirs. I have started a private Facebook group for my people who are doing this plan. And we chat about recipes and motivation and how we're feeling and, if we're having a bad day and, just shit, right? And my girlfriend comes on today who has lost 20 pounds in about 6 weeks. She's looking fabulous, feeling fabulous. And she says, what is wrong with humans? What is wrong with humans that people want to tear this down for her? Don't lose too much weight. Your skin's gonna sag, or don't you miss real food? You're not eating real food, or when you're done, you're just gonna gain it all back because that's what happens on these plans. You're just gonna gain it all back. I have actually walked into a room, not said a word, and someone said to me, listen, I don't give a shit about this weight loss plan you're on. Like, just like that. And it's funny because I'm not a salesperson. I know I own a business, but I'm not. If you come to me and ask me about it, I'm going to tell you about it. But I don't just tell you about it. I don't just offer the information. Like, I'm not just blah, 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 weight loss, blah, 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 this plan. Like, if you walk into my shop and say, wow, you look really good. yes, I lost weight. I'm going to answer your questions. Wow, what are you doing? I joined a health plan. Wow, I'd love information on that. Can you give me information? Why, yes, I can. People will ask me all day long about it, and I say the same thing to everybody. Call me in the shop. I will speak to you all day. I have all the time in the world to speak to you if you would like to speak to me. I'm not going to chase anybody. I'm not going to, force feed this on anybody. But if you want to know, I'm going to tell you. And my other girlfriend chimed in this morning on our Facebook talk that the woman she works with every day when she's eating will say, oh, would you like some of this? And then we'll go, oh, no, that's right. You just eat powder. I would fucking throat punch this bitch. I'm here to tell you. Like, what is it to you? What the fuck I put in my mouth? What is it your business? And why do you have such a strong feeling about what I put in my mouth? I'm not bothering you. I am eating real food, by the way. It's real food. It's freeze-dried. It's non-GMO. It's FDA certified clean. I believe it's the only plan that is FDA certified clean. The packaging's biodegradable. How could I order from a health plan that sent me a bunch of plastic shit, right? I can't. This is what I do in the world. And another thing that pisses people off is that, you try to make a change in the world. I mean, it's small. I'm trying to make a change in myself and it pisses people off. Well, could you imagine how pissed off they get when you try to make a change in the world? Here's the deal, people. When you reflect back to people what they're not doing, they're pissed off. You are a mirror. Everyone is a mirror for you. And so if you reflect back to them that you can make a change, you're letting them know that I can make a change and I don't. And that bristles people. You're showing them that they could do it and they don't. And they choose not to. They would like to make sure that everything in their lives is not their responsibility. That everything that happens to them. And that's the way they don't take responsibility for anything. And so I took responsibility. I went to 1 million doctors. I saw, I think it was 6 or 7 doctors in about 5 years, and maybe not even, maybe it was 3 years. And I remember the last doctor, who did help me greatly, I will add, he said to me, why do you keep coming back? I can see that you've been to so many doctors. And I said, well, I just couldn't believe that Suck It Up Buttercup was actually medically a thing. Because really, that's what everybody sort of said to me. Suck it up, Buttercup. That's what happens. That's what happens to women when they get older. And I just didn't stand for it. And I became an herbalist and was really helping myself and other ways. But this was the last piece of the puzzle for me. This was the final piece that made it all work. So clean living, my supplements, my herbal supplements, and eating this way and on this plan has changed my life. And if you do something for long enough and it becomes a habit, it just becomes your lifestyle. So this is just my lifestyle. And it's not inconvenient and it's not hard. And it bothers folks. Why? Because I'm a mirror. And I let you know that you're failing. And that's really the problem. So go out there and get it. Stop berating other people for what you could go do yourself. I've seen people get sober and their spouse will still hand them a beer because they don't want to be sober and they don't want to make a change and they don't want to change that about themselves. And they would rather tear you down. I mean, you've all heard misery loves company. That's a fucking fact. It's a fucking fact. So, you want to change your life, stop go berating other people about theirs. Take your nose out of their fucking business and go do something. Because we are witches. We are top of the motherfucking food chain, as my friend likes to say. We're top of the food chain. And if something's happening in your life, it's your responsibility to fucking change it. It's nobody else's. Things don't happen to you. Short of assault and child abuse, things don't happen to you. Okay? And maybe the dreaded cancer, right? You know, short of things like that. I mean, I don't think that there's absolutes in the world. But really, if there's a situation in your life that you'd like to change, well, fucking change it. Stop bitching at that person over there because she's doing something about it. Because she's decided to take her life into her own hands, or he's decided to take his life into his own hands and make a fucking change, right? You want to go get it. So, that's all I have to say today. I told you it was fucking ranty. Well, as always, my little witches, you guys go get your witch on. Enjoy the day. Bye.